Good evening, good evening, good evening. How is everybody? I am so glad to be here. I am so excited. OMG. Welcome to our weekly broadcast of Developing Your Debt-Free Dream Lifestyle. I am so glad to have you here. I am Jennifer Matthews. I coach Henrys, like a man's name. I coach Henrys how to be debt-free and dream again using my signature money system. And you may ask, who is a Henry? It's actually a demographic. I'm trying to adjust here on the Facebook side. I have a reflection on my glasses, so I'm trying to adjust the Facebook camera. I'm live on Facebook and I'm live on Zoom. So actually, if you have the link, you may want to hop over to Zoom because I have some slides and I'm going to post this on Facebook. I'm going to post this on YouTube. And I'm telling you now, I'm going to post it unedited because this is such powerful information. I want to get it up on YouTube as fast as possible. So again, I'm Jennifer Matthews and I coach Henrys, like a man's name, Henrys, how to be debt-free and dream again using my signature money system. And you may be wondering like, well, who is a Henry? Like that's a man's name. It's actually a demographic, much like millennials or Gen X. Take the letters of a man's name, Henry, and it stands for, the HE stands for high earner. So HE in a man's name, HE stands for high earner, and NRY is not rich yet. So HENRY is high earner, not rich yet. And so I coach Henrys how to be debt-free and dream again using my signature money, MONEY, is an acronym also, signature money system. So today's show, I'm so excited. Today's show is all about how to go to college debt-free, tuition-free, or as close to tuition-free as possible. And that's undergrad and graduate tuition-free. I've been talking about this for years. And the student loan debt is at crisis levels, okay? We're not going to go there tonight. Well, just a hint, tad bit. But I'm really focusing on avoiding it, okay? From today forward, let's avoid the student loan debt. So if you have kids in your life, like kindergarten on up, don't wait until 11th and 12th grade. My nephew's in 12th grade. Don't wait until they get to be his age. Don't wait until 12th grade. Start early. Start early. Don't wait until high school. Start early. So if you can flip over to the Zoom link. I'm turned over here. Okay. I'm looking over at my Facebook people. If you can get on Zoom, because I still have a little bit of room on Zoom, because Zoom is limited to 100 people. I have a couple of spots over on Zoom because I have slides on Zoom, but I am going to put this on YouTube unedited because I want to get it out there so that you can see this information, because I'm going to drop some wisdom on you. Like I'm a list. I'm going to show you the tuition-free schools. I'm going to name them over here on the slides. I'm going to read them to you, so you're going to have them. This is one of those, well, you know me. When you come to my Thursday nights, every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time, bring your paper and pencil. Come old school. Oh, yes, Halloween, y'all. My door is locked, so they can't ring my bell. but the pencils are on the other side of the door in case kids have allergies. Okay, so let's get started. Let's get started. I hit the wrong button. Oh, Lord, I hit the wrong button. Okay, so let's move to slides. Okay, so the legal stuff. Do your research. All the information I ever give you any night, do your research and make sure that whatever I say is right for you. Make sure it's right for you. Now, success doesn't come to you. You have to go to it. This information, to go to school tuition free, it doesn't fall in your lap. You got to go do the work. I'm just going to give you the parameters. This is kind of like, you know, when you take little kids bowling and you put the bumpers down, I'm laying down the bumpers. I'm giving you the guidelines, the wide track. Hey, Cynthia. Cynthia, you were on here last week when I was talking about credit. And you know I dropped some wisdom last week. I'm about to blow your mind. Hey, Sora, I'm about to blow your mind. You thought I blew your mind last week, okay? Anybody that's got a wig or a weave, hold on to it, okay? Success does not come to you. You go to it. So if it was really easy to go to college, grad school, or PhD tuition free, everybody would do it. My niece just got her PhD from UCLA tuition free. If it was easy, everybody would do it. It wasn't easy to get a PhD in some kind of biology that I can't pronounce or spell other than the biology part. She graduated from Hampton, went straight to UCLA, no master's degree, straight to UCLA from Hampton. It's not easy, but she did it. Success does not come to you. You go to it. So you make sure you have your paper and pencil out because I am dropping wisdom tonight. Okay, so tonight, my loan-free degree. We're going to talk about writing a strategy, compiling your resources, taking consistent action, tracking, and then we're going to talk about some more options. First, you need a strategy. This is not haphazard. This is not haphazard. You just can't throw stuff at the wall and have it stick and think you're going to go to college or trade school tuition free. No, you need a strategy. Make a plan. Use the information I give you tonight to start outlining your plan. What is your goal? What is your goal? And don't be haphazard about it. Start early. Yes, elementary school. Here on the slide, elementary school. Think about this. So my birthday is in less than 2 weeks. So let's say it's November 12th. So let's say I was going to be 12 instead of age. On my 12th birthday, I had enough toys. I didn't need any toys. I had enough clothes. I didn't need enough clothes. I need more clothes. What I really needed was a contribution to my college fund. Christmas is coming. What my nephew really needs is a contribution to his college fund. What babies really need at those baby showers is a contribution to their college fund. Let's be real about the gifts. At a baby shower, give them a $10 pack of onesies and a $25 or $50 donation towards their college fund instead of all this other garbage we buy. The grandparents take care of that stuff. The grandparents buy all that stuff. Christmas, the kids, they got more junk than they can deal with. Birthday parties too. Buy a little inexpensive something that they could tear the paper off and play with the paper. but put the meat and the money in their college fund. Yes. I mean, if the parents are really struggling, then give them what they need. Think about this. Christmas is coming. Back up to YouTube. I have the video on there, Christmas in July. I recorded it July 25th on how to have a debt-free Christmas. Christmas is coming. Your kids have student loans. Your kids have credit card bills. Give them a payment. Don't buy them something else that they don't need. Give them a payment. They will really appreciate you giving them a payment. Tell y'all, saw it on the news. It's real quiet. Government get ready to shut down again, y'all. You know anybody that works for the government? They may appreciate a gift card for Christmas because the government is getting ready to shut down again. Those food lines that we had last year in January, they're coming back around. Think strategy. You want a strategy for this tuition-free degree. You need a strategy. Don't be haphazard. Next slide. Here are my resources to get you started. Number one, the College Board. Google it. If you are on my newsletter list, if you're not, get on it. Go to www.matthewsonmoney.com and sign up for my newsletter. I got a hold of this on Saturday. My newsletter went out on Sunday. I can count the times I put my newsletter out on a Sunday. Why? Because today was the deadline. It's like, ooh, my show is Thursday. I put my newsletter out Sunday morning. I got this information Saturday. My newsletter went out Sunday. Y'all better be on my newsletter list. www.matthewsonmoney.com. Get on my newsletter list. Because every once in a while, gems get dropped on the weekend. This went out on Saturday. The College Board. Google it. College Board. Website, opportunity.collegeboard.org. This will be on YouTube. Has a $40,000 scholarship. There's 6 parts to the scholarship. It's for 11th and 12th graders. The deadline is today for 12th graders. Parts 1 and 2, I think, were due today. So I put it out Sunday morning. So the 12th graders could have gotten in on it. And I think they got $1,500 just for filling out parts 1 and 2. Just for filling out parts 1 and 2, I think they got $1,500. $500 for one part and $1,000 for the other part. But look it up. Because if you're on deck in 9th and 10th grade, remember I said start early. If you're on deck for 9th and 10th grade, you know what you need to do for 11th and 12th grade. College Board. Resources to get you started. Scholly. I have been talking about Scholly for years. SCHOLLY. Undergraduate and graduate scholarships. It is an app and a website. SCHOLLY is the app. The website is myscholly.com. I saw this on Shark Tank. You want to talk about being organized and tracking? This young man, raised by a single mother in Philly, my hometown, wanted to go to Drexel University, knew his mother didn't have any money. He scoured the internet and found $2 million in scholarships. Put all his scholarship information into an app and took it on Shark Tank, got a deal with the sharks. And I was watching Shark Tank that night. I have been blowing this brother up. I talk about Scholly everywhere I go. $2 million. Because his mother couldn't afford to send him to college, and now he's sending other people to college. Every scholarship on his app is vetted. You have to dig deep. That's why you need a plan, a strategy, and a tracking mechanism. You want to track who you apply for, it's on another slide. Scholarships.com is another resource, and scholarshipamerica.org, another resource. Again, that's why I'm putting this up unedited, because it's powerful information. Here's one I came across. My nephew is into high-tech stuff. He lives in Silicon Valley. Stokes, Stokes, Stokes Educational Scholarships, part of the National Security Administration, NSA, at Fort Meade, Maryland. This is a $50,000 scholarship, people. They got other scholarships on there, man. If you speak another language, this is a $50,000 scholarship. How about this? They give you $30,000 during the school year for tuition, and then every summer, they pay you $21,000 to work for them in the summer. $30,000 to go to school, $21,000 in the summer. Do y'all make $7,000 a month on your job? They paying college students $21,000 a month, June, July, and August. 3 months, June, July, and August, you get $21,000, and then you get $30,000 for the school year. Yes, Stokes Educational Scholarship from the National Security Administration at Fort Meade in Maryland. They also have, if you speak other languages, they got language scholarships. Look that one up. Here's the list of colleges that don't charge tuition. I'm telling you, I was going to be powerful and on point tonight. Y'all better be here every Thursday night. Cynthia, you better holler in our group, because this is posted in there. Holler. Berea College. My boy is faculty at Berea. Berea College. They have a tuition promise scholarship. Alice Lloyd College. Geographical. You got to live in a certain area. Strategy. If I like this school, maybe I need to move in that area for a year and work at Burger King or McDonald's just to meet the geographical residency. I don't know. It's called a strategy. Deep Springs College. Barclay College, tuition free if you live on campus. College of the Ozarks, tuition free. Curtis Institute of Music in my hometown. Warren Wilson College, needs-based to North Carolina residents. Webb Institute, tuition free. Macaulay Honors College in Manhattan, tuition free. UNC Pembroke, now this is interesting. They charge $1,000 for tuition. In-state tuition for UNC Pembroke is $1,000. The fees are $2,500. Tuition plus fees, $3,500 per year, 2 semesters. $3,500 per year for 2 semesters of college. In-state. Move to North Carolina, work at McDonald's for a year. You got 2 choices of schools. Warren Wilson, UNC Pembroke. I'm just saying. Strategy. Strategy. Tuition-free trade schools. Williamson College of the Trades. They give out the scholarships based on needs first, and then if there's any money left, it goes to everybody else. Lambda School. This one you need to look at. This is super interesting. It's going to turn financial aid on its head. I forgot to put one on here, just dawned on me. Lambda School. There's an article in Forbes magazine about Lambda School. It's all technology. And I think it's 9 months or something. You get like a technology certificate or something. And they defer the tuition. They're based in Silicon Valley. It's all online. And then they get you a job. They get you a job. And you sign this agreement to repay your tuition, but you only repay it if you get a job making $50,000 or more, and the amount you pay is based upon your job, and it's capped. I think it's capped at $30,000 or something, because they know that some of the best and brightest minds can't afford to go to school. And they hate student loans. They don't want anybody to have a student loan. They want everybody to have access to the best education possible for these high-tech jobs. This model is amazing. Read the Forbes article. Put in Lambda School Forbes and read the Forbes article. That is a powerful model. The other one not charging tuition is NYU Medical School. If you can get into NYU Medical School, you can go to medical school for free. I can't believe I left it off the list. And they're challenging other medical schools to waive medical school tuition. Medical school for free, NYU. Powerful, people, powerful. You need to take consistent action. Again, if this was easy, everybody would do it. Searching for scholarships needs to be treated like a job until each of the goals you set forth in your plan is met. Schedule your search hours. When you have a job, part-time job, they give you your hours. You need to set your hours. I'm going to search on Monday night from 6 to 8, on Thursday night from 7 to 9. I'm going to search and sit down, put your phone away, and search. Ensure the proper supports are in place. Do you need somebody to help you with your essay? Do you need somebody to do such and such and such and such? Make sure you have all of those supports in place. Start early. Some of the scholarships you can apply for in elementary and middle school. Start early. You know how people are getting married later in life and they already have 2 toasters. So when they get married, they ask for envelopes and gift cards in lieu of a 3rd toaster. Ask people, instead of giving my child more toys and more clothes, ask people to give the gift to be for their college fund. Ask. And put it in their college fund. Start early in elementary and middle school. If you know your kid has 3 coats and 10 pairs of jeans, they don't need another one. They already have 5 footballs. They don't need a 6th football. Ask for that money for their college fund. And have a financial advisor for your children. I'm going to do one of these Thursday nights. I'm going to show you how to make your children millionaires just by having a financial advisor for your child. Y'all don't want to miss that one either. Thursday nights are powerful. Y'all need to hang out with me on Thursday nights. Start early. Some of these scholarships are eligible for elementary and middle school, but you got to start early. And then you have to be persistent and be committed. Track your applications. This is what I started talking about earlier, and I said it was going to be on the slide. Create a tracking system. Excel is fine. One for your application, so you know what you applied for and when. One for what you were awarded. For applications that you didn't win, tweak your application and apply again if you're eligible. That's the benefit of starting early. You might be able to apply again next year, or whenever it opens up again, you may be able to apply again. Look for programs like Disney Dreamers and stuff like that. You have all these kinds of programs where your kids can go places and win stuff. Apply for all of that stuff. And this one is important. Know what needs to be done, if anything, for recurring scholarships. My sorority chapter gives recurring scholarships. I'm not on the scholarship committee, but I know you have to have a certain grade point average, and we won't know what your grades are unless you tell us. So there has to be something you have to do in order to get us to send you the money the following year. So you have to track that. Because if we don't know that you maintain the 3.0 or whatever the requirement is for us to send you the money the following year, you're not going to get the money. So know what needs to be done, if anything, for recurring scholarships and the deadline date so that you get that money. Follow through and follow up. Follow through and follow up. Very, very important. I'm telling y'all, if it was easy, everybody would do it. Tuition-free degree, absolutely. Tuition-free degree, absolutely. But you have to do the work. Otherwise, you're going to be saddled with student loans. And the way the interest is on these student loans, you may end up owing more than you borrowed. This is worth it. This is absolutely worth it. My niece got her PhD for free, and now she's doing research for the University of Pennsylvania. Come on now. Come on now. All right, here's some more options. Minority enrollment scholarships. Minority enrollment scholarships. What am I talking about? Schools that receive federal money have to have a certain number of minorities to keep their minority enrollment. Schools that are in the middle of nowhere next to nothing have low minority enrollment for African Americans, Latinos, Native Americans, Chinese, whatever. They have low minority enrollment. They will give you a scholarship. My girlfriend's kids went to the University of North Dakota at Grand Forks for free. Tuition, housing, books. They paid for nothing because they checked the black box. They were cold, but they didn't pay for anything. Full education, free. Her daughter finished, said, Mom, I'm moving to Texas so I could thaw out. No loans. Nothing. Find those schools. Flip side. Who's a minority at Hampton? Who's a minority at Howard? Hampton has a top architecture program. Morgan and Tuskegee, phenomenal engineering programs. Clark Atlanta, phenomenal business school. Who's a minority? Caucasian, white American. Minority enrollment scholarship. At HBCU, absolutely. Works both ways. That's a minority enrollment scholarship. There's a common black college application. The website is commonblackcollegeapp.com. Google it. Kids are getting a lot of scholarship money off of that application. It's in the news. Chipotle is now paying for college. Find the details. How many hours do you have to work at Chipotle to get them to pay for you to go to college? It's another option. Our kids are eating at Chipotle. Why not work for Chipotle and put your money where your mouth is? Literally, let them pay for you to go to college. Here's one. This one is my minister's favorite. Alternate working in college. So let's say you work a year and then you go to college a year. You work a year, you earn the money, then you go to college for a year. So you graduate at 25. You got 4 years of experience for the same 4 years of college, but you're debt free. So if you, how to do it in my head? You work when you're 8. You work your even years, 18, 20, 22, 24. You go to college, your odd years, 19, 21, 23, 25. You graduate when you're 25, you're debt free, and you have 4 years of work experience. And you're debt free because you worked, you earned the money, you paid for college. Then you worked, you earned the money, you paid for college. Here's another one. I've been talking about this for 15 years. Nobody listened to me, but now it's in the news, so you might listen. Research whether or not you should claim your children on your taxes. I've been telling people, talk to your tax preparer and consider stop claiming your children in 9th or 10th grade. And people are like, oh, I claim them on my Schedule A. Well, you don't have Schedule A anymore anyway. Now with this whole Felicity Huffman and that whole college scandal thing they have going on, they were like, oh, these celebrities, they're not claiming their kids on their taxes, and their kids are getting all this grant money that's reserved for poor people. And I'm like, well, I've been telling y'all to do that for years. And then they break it in the news. They said, but it's not illegal. I know it's not illegal. The rich people are doing it. Why aren't the middle class people doing it? I said, stop claiming your kids. And then they qualify for grants because they don't have any money. They still living at home. And these rich people are doing it. And their kids getting all these grants. And it's not illegal, but we're not doing it. Talk to your tax preparer, especially now since they got this little flat rate write-off thing. Talk to your tax preparer about whether or not it still applies under this new tax law. We're going to talk about that too. One Thursday night. Y'all need to hang out with me every Thursday night. We're going to talk about that later too. But research whether or not you should claim your children on your taxes in 10th, 11th, and 12th grade so that they can qualify for grant money instead of student loans. Strategy and a plan. All right, for those of you who have student loans, I'm not talking about that tonight because I can't. When I say I get Henrys out of debt, I look at your whole picture, not student loans in isolation. Here are 2 resources for those of you who have student loans. So that tonight I'm only talking about avoiding them. I'm not talking about those of you who have them, but some of you have them. Studentloan.gov and the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau has a great website on student loans. So here's the link. Again, I'm going to post this video unedited on my YouTube channel. And I will post that link once it's up. But you can go to C in your Google search bar. C is Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, CFPB, those 4 letters, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, CFPB, space, student loans. Hit the enter key. This site will pop up. Recap. Write a strategy. Here's how you get your tuition-free degree. Write a strategy, compile your resources, take consistent action, track what you apply for, track what you receive, and I talked about some additional options. You want to start now, the earlier the better. You want to stay focused and you want to finish strong. Here's my belief about college. My personal belief is that children don't go to college because they don't want to. Money is not the reason, because with some effort, there are too many ways to get full scholarships. And I showed it to you here tonight. Now, I'm going to give you a gift, a complimentary debt elimination discovery session. Here's my bit.ly link. Write it down. Cynthia or Rushan, you can type it in the chat. It's a bit.ly link /Henry, and there's dashes between each letter. There's bit.ly, because I don't think I can hit the chat from here. bit.ly /Henry, the man's name, with a dash in between each letter. And I'll type it in the chat when this is over. And that will give you a complimentary debt elimination discovery session with me. And we can look at your total debt picture if you're interested. And again, I will post this video on YouTube. I am here every Thursday night at 7 o'clock. Next week, November the 7th. Remember, if you're not on my newsletter, go to matthewsonmoney.com, because again, today was the deadline for the $40,000 scholarship, and I sent my newsletter out on Sunday. So if you're not on my newsletter, matthewsonmoney.com, because sometimes stuff pops up and that newsletter drops. It drops. So next Thursday, November 7th at 7 p.m., we will be here. Don't know what the topic is. Whatever hits me, whatever floats my boat. This was not supposed to be the topic. But when that information hit, this became the topic. So I can't tell you what the topic's going to be, because something might drop. Whatever enters my spirit, whatever God tells me to talk about, that's what we talk about. I have yet to talk from notes. Nope. I haven't used notes yet. I can hit you with a fire hose. I have so much information up here. I have yet to talk from notes. So I'm just here talking off the top of my head on Thursday nights, because knowledge is power, and I'm just here. Please tell people I'm here. I want to help you. I want to bless you. Knowledge is power. Develop your debt-free dream lifestyle. We're going to avoid student loans for the next generation. So with that, I say good night. Schedule your debt elimination discovery session. I will see you next week, next Thursday, 7 o'clock, same place. You can do Facebook or you can do Zoom. I will be here. Have a blessed night. Good night.